Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Bernie here. Just want to give you a kind of a quick update as to what I saw today from the James Harden game. The Brooklyn Nets and that trade finally finalized, and he was able to play tonight against the Orlando Magic. Of course, Kyrie Irving having to go through quarantine protocol, obviously was out for tonight. And we saw basically what I expected from James Harden and a Kevin Durant-based team. Like, the thing is, you never know what you're going to expect from a guy like Kyrie Irving, like whether he's going to play or not. You know, that's something that I think that's the reason why they brought him in. I talked about it many times on my stream, so go and check it out. Monday through Friday. Thursday's kind of iffy just because of what's going on, with basketball training, stuff like that. But you kind of saw basically what the team looked like. My concern, I know that people kind of saw the team, they struggled against the Orlando Magic team, which, to be honest with you, is definitely a team that I think that they should be able to beat single-handedly. But it just kind of goes to show you that defensively, they are pretty much a really big liability. The thing that I kind of get concerned with as well is that DeAndre Jordan is not the same DeAndre Jordan that we saw, 10 years ago or however long it was. Maybe, it was like 10 years ago. It's kind of crazy to think it's been that long. But, we just remember that 10 years ago, we saw DeAndre Jordan perform and get those rebounds, alley-oop dunks and all that other stuff. But tonight, only 5 rebounds, and that to me is a big concern. The most rebounds on the team was actually from James Harden, believe it or not. James Harden, I believe, had 12, but everyone else kind of had 4 or 5, and that's okay. But the thing is that I expect my center to at least grab 10 rebounds. And the problem is that none of their big men that they brought in, even Kevin Durant, that's not his game. He's not going to get the rebounds like that. He's not doing that type of stuff. And the fact that it's James Harden that's doing it, that to me is kind of a concern in my opinion. So I think we just have to be on the lookout for this James Harden situation, see how it unfolds. Because again, they barely beat the Magic. It wasn't a situation where they beat the smack out of Orlando, right? It was they struggled towards the end, and then towards the end they carried it out, which I expect. The thing is that I feel like James Harden's going to play a similar game. Obviously, going to have a little bit more assists because he's able to. He wants to show his teammates that, look, I can pass the rock, and I think that that's kind of the right mentality for James Harden if this Brooklyn Nets experiment works out. Is that he needs to start passing the ball. The question for me is going to be, are we going to see that consistently? Are we going to see that in the next 10 to 15 games? Like, let's wait out 20 games and see if James Harden's going to play the same way, because old habits die quick, or old habits are hard to break sometimes. And I want to see if James Harden can break that habit, because to be honest with you, what I saw tonight is that, I feel like he's trying to show his teammates, like I said, that he can do it. But the thing is are we going to be able to see that, a different James Harden? Like, obviously, he was able to get to the free throw line. He was able to do all these things. So we'll see as the time continues, like, what the Brooklyn Nets are going to look like. I think Kyrie Irving is going to return next game that they have, so we'll see how he performs with that team. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comment section down below, what did you guys make of the James Harden situation? What did you make of the news? Not only about the trade, but what they did tonight against the Orlando Magic. Again, Kevin Durant will always be spectacular. He'll always score points. The question now is going to be, what are we going to get from all 3 guys? And we see how limited their depth is once they get to, the second unit for them. So obviously, we'll see Kyrie Irving, a combination of Kyrie Irving or James Harden in that second unit. So we'll see how they perform in that situation. But like I said, let me know in the comment section down below, what did you guys make of tonight's game? I wasn't necessarily impressed in terms of oh my God. I know a lot of people were, but the fact that they barely beat the Magic kind of goes to show you that this team is still growing, still trying to become a better team, and we'll eventually see that, I believe, but I think it will take some time. But anyway, guys, like I said, and I did get to maybe not a Twitter argument, which I try not to do. But, I kind of mistakenly said that he can pass, but it's more of a willing passer. It shows that he can do that. He has the ability to do that. Obviously, he's led the league in assists. But the question is now going to be the ball movement. That's where I was mainly getting at. Because, the buck stops with James Harden. If James Harden's not moving the ball, he's not getting other people involved. I mean, we saw Joe Harris, there was some action that I liked with him kind of involved. I'm not saying that Joe Harris is the greatest scorer of all time, but being able to use him in movement and all this other stuff, it's just kind of one of those things that I want to hear. But at the end of the day, we'll see what happens. But everybody, we'll catch you on the live stream of The Charge. If there's something that happens in tomorrow's games, I'll make sure to comment on it and probably do a similar video like this. But anyway, guys, like I said, my name is Bernie, here on The Charge, giving the latest NBA news and rumors and also basketball opinions, with, of course, today being a basketball opinion about James Harden and his debut on the Brooklyn Nets. Anyway, guys, like I said, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Peace.